Welcome to the CVS educational module. Today we are talking about the Ontario Qualifications Framework, commonly referred to as OQF for short. In 2002, PCAB introduced this framework, the first qualifications framework in Canada. The OQF is a framework that provides details and key information regarding the intended learning across a range of credentials from certificates to doctoral programs in Ontario. It specifies the knowledge, skills, and learning outcomes that each credential or qualification is intended to achieve. The OQF specifies the qualifications offered by Indigenous institutes, private career colleges, and colleges of applied arts and technologies, or CATS. It is a key document in the development of any college credential. When used in program development or modification, it provides a solid basis for quality assurance by ensuring that a credential meets the same high standard regardless of the institution. This module will explore the OQF and illustrate how it is used to shape program development and revision. So, where does one find the OQF? The OQF is published online and is outlined in the Minister's Binding Policy Directive, Framework for Programs of Instruction. This policy directive outlines what OCQAS and the colleges are responsible for. Ontario colleges are able to deliver many of the credentials included in the OQF. CVS validates the credentials seen here highlighted in yellow that are offered by Ontario colleges regardless of the funding source. Ontario College certificates, including Ontario College certificates for apprenticeship, Ontario College diplomas, Ontario College advanced diplomas, and Ontario College graduate certificates. Inquiries about degrees should be directed to PCAB, the Post-Secondary Education Quality Assessment Board. The OQF shows the relationship and the differences between the qualifications and helps to differentiate credentials when creating new programs or making changes to existing programs. The OQF helps institutions to study how well their programs are meeting expectations. It assists them in putting into place a quality assurance system and adds to the credibility of the qualification within the framework. It makes it easier for students to compare similar programs at different qualification levels and instills confidence that a credential offered in Ontario meets the same expectation regardless of the institution. What is in the OQF? The OQF is divided into two sections, providing critical information and expectations about each qualification. CVS uses the information in these sections to guide new program validations and modification requests. The first section is called Qualification Descriptions. This section outlines the overall program design and outcome emphasis, preparation required for employment and further study, typical duration of a program, admission requirements, the PSE provider, and the qualification awarded. When presenting a new program validation or modification to CVS, this information forms part of the submission. The OQF guides CVS to make decisions on whether or not programs are meeting the expectations of the Ministry of Colleges and Universities with respect to the specific qualification. The second section of the OQF, Section B, is called Qualification Standards. In this section, there are 6 descriptors that detail generic competencies that the holder of each qualification is expected to demonstrate. These descriptors provide categories through which each qualification can be differentiated. The 6 descriptors are depth and breadth of knowledge, conceptual and methodological awareness, research and scholarship, communication skills, application of knowledge, professional capacity and autonomy, and awareness of the limits of knowledge. These categories help the CVS ensure that program proposals meet or exceed the minimum qualification requirements for validations. Program and curriculum specialists who are guiding the development of Ontario qualifications should be familiar with the OQF, its qualification descriptors, and the variations which categorize the qualifications from certificates to degrees. Understanding that our credential framework is based on a continuum ranging from new knowledge to mastery is a key principle. Let's have a look at an example of the difference between diploma and advanced diploma expectations with respect to depth and breadth of knowledge. Diploma programs equip graduates with the skills and knowledge to perform successfully in a complex occupational setting. Advanced diploma graduates in the same field will acquire the skills and knowledge to perform a specialized range of complex and non routine activities in an occupational setting. A common example that highlights the difference between these two credentials is in Ontario's technician and technologist programs. The diploma graduates have a solid foundation and are able to perform a range of skills, use judgment required in planning in their field, and are able to select and use equipment and provide services. Advanced diploma graduates have a greater range of skills that are used in more complex and sometimes unpredictable contexts compared to diploma graduates. In addition to the VLOs, and the program purpose, CVS uses course titles and descriptions to evaluate the degree to which programs are meeting the expectations in the OQF. We hope this short video has been helpful. And remember, the next time you're facilitating discussions about a new program or a modification to an existing program, have a copy of the OQF handy to reference and share with your curriculum teams. If you have any questions, please connect with the CVS using our email address, cvs@ocqas.org.